So the next one, nominees for best video. 25k featuring Aries, Hustler's Prayer.
Stop there. That video was borderline mediocre. I don't even understand why it was nominated. The video is one of those typical rapping in the cemetery, mourning over the death of whatever. Look, I'm on a quality level, it stands, but if we're talking best video, it brings nothing fresh and nothing cutting edge. Let's go on.
Yeah, Aries featuring Words, the 5-year plan.
Okay.
Big Zulu, Malening.
Right.
And Miss Pro, Chillies.
Here's what I'm gonna say. It's really cool. The thing to point out is that Aries featuring Words' video and Miss Pro,
they're actually connected.
They're very connected.
Yeah.
Check these videos out online because they both play on the money heist theme.
Yeah.
And Aries' video came first. However,
I deliver.
When I saw Aries and his boys,
when it starts, you like like I'm going to a movie. Okay?
And then it slowly just turns into a couple of scenes with Aries rapping in front of the bank table and a certain couple of scenes in black and white to make it feel intense. But later, I feel like the motherfuckers that are ambitious must have been watching going, oh, that's a great idea. And they tried it out.
They tried it out,
They actually executed a bank heist video that was worth watching. It had the grit, it had people crying, it had flames for no apparent reason. The flames weren't necessary, but they were there.
They could have vault,
The vault!
The vault!
These cats were rapping inside the vault. In other words, it was a detailed, true to description, true to the concept idea of the video.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's interesting that we have these nominees because for me, it takes it because zingabile video up in Mzansi that are cinematic. Zingabile videos of Mzansi that gave us kind of an emotional feel of a movie.
And especially from the hip hop
from the hip hop perspective.
Yeah. So because it's always like the rapper paper. Obviously we had also Nasty C, but Nasty C gives us generic.
Don't get me wrong, Nasty's videos are high quality. But it's always him rapping in an interesting backdrop.
Lately. And he's always on a rooftop or something.
Yeah, I feel like Nasty C is trying to take us on his American journey, but it isn't translating to be all that interesting. Anyways,
best video, Sinega Miss Pro.
Miss Pro gotta take this one.
Yeah, Chillies and Chillies. Yeah. Best collabo.
Best collabo.
Okay, nominees are 25k featuring Aries. That video.
Yeah, that
Hustler's Prayer.
The graveyard.
Yeah, Big Zulu, Nolwan, Umuzi, Esanti.
I remember that one.
Okay, Big Zulu again. Nega too. Nomduduzi. I love that song. Big Zulu featuring Rick Maliningi.
Yeah.
Black featuring Nasty C. Yeah.
Another notable one.
DJ Mr. X, KO featuring KO no Kespa no Loki, Asambe. Interesting fact, that track sampled a hip hop joint. I mean a house, classic house joint. So Babaleke beya kula this on Quest. And then DJ Dr. Pepper, no Black again, Umdase. Uzakwe and Duncan, I'm a level. Oh, they did a collaborative like and then Khuli Chana featuring Balu. I don't know. It's Kafuni.
The Kaiser needs glasses. it's definitely Khuli Chana featuring was still again. Tyler ICU with Silver Buyile, but more. That was all rotation. All heavy singles.
Rick featuring Focalistic, no Tyler.
Oh my god.
ICU, Ungazinishi. So yeah, those are the nominees.
Yo, this one is also a bit tricky because those were all bangers. You know, if I could play all of those songs in a club, who the whole house. So this is going to be purely on what I feel is like the song that carried something beyond club appeal and popular radio rotation value, repeated whatnot. I feel like ultimately, I gotta give it, and this is probably gonna be very controversial.
Obvious.
But I've got to give it to
because Imali Ningi,
no, here's the thing. Imali Ningi is an incredible song, but to be honest with you, the verse from Ricky is kind of unnecessary. Imali, it's a decoration, but it doesn't make the song as a whole. But in terms of collabo, I really felt like Stino, Thwenny and Khuli, Chana and Buyile, in terms of artists complementing each other, in terms of the beat knocking. I mean, Khuli, Chana has Kaisela with the cherry I gave on the video. But anyways, the song is massively, it's got appeal, it bangs. It's like a middle ground from like old school and new school, but also the collabos, every artist had their A game on, which is what I feel every other song lacks. Yeah.
Because in other songs you had only one guy shining.
And some people didn't quite deliver.
Yeah.
You know, in a way that felt like everybody is bringing a cohesive attempt.
Next category, DJ of the year.
DJ of the year.
DJ PH.
This is very important because Global Hip Hop began with the DJ.
With DJing aspect.
And a lot of people think that rappers are at the end and the start.
The start. They're not the start because they were only the hype men. The hyper with DJ.
To these people.
So it's DJ of the year.
Shout out to the SAHHAs for always giving credence to DJs. And let's look at the nominees. We've got DJ PH, who's been doing. His DJ PH has been consistent. Speedster, who's always had that pop appeal. He's been on television. He's been the kind of like the poster child for Ama 2000.
DJ Venom.
DJ Venom has been doing his own thing as well. He's on the rise.
Okay.
He's on the rise. He's doing his thing.
Miss Cosmo
has been holding it down with the show, but also it sets SAHHA. Miss Cosmo delivers a great set. She understands that popular flavor.
Courtney Paul,
solid.
Elusive.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm gonna have to give this one to PH. In terms of,
and that's the thing. We were off camera. We don't know what the criteria. So if the criteria is about popularity, we are giving it is the skill of being a DJ.
Yeah, because there's
technicality.
Because there's two definitions of DJ.
Yeah.
You have DJs with radio shows, but you have actual disc jockeys who go and create and play sets. People who understand the playlist, people who understand how to create
the whole vibe.
To make music weave into one experience. And PH for me is doing that thing in the hip hop space in a way that's been very interesting to listen to. Somebody who understands old school and new school and knows how to gel them together. So I feel like if we are going to be in the club or something, listening to our favorite hip hop joints, and there's a DJ who is dedicating themselves to hip hop, PH is doing his thing. Shout out to PH. PH is doing the thing. And
PH,
I really feel like
we don't care if they give it to anyone. Tina, we recognize you.
If it doesn't go to PH, something's wrong. You know?
This one. Where are we going? Honorary.
Oh God.
You had a lot to say, okay. And Honorary, the Honorary Award, there's no nominations, they just give it to. So they gave it to King Jones, aka Ninja of the Unword. Yeah, but so we're gonna give it to Uladuga to make him rant for a minute or two. Look, make it a minute or two.
An honor.
Yeah.
The word honor, right? To honor somebody is to acknowledge them for the great strides that they've done on behalf of a particular movement. It is to give credence, it's to give appreciation and thanks to a person who has helped a movement grow further and bigger. So now I really felt like this was a token award. So I really feel like they're giving this award to Ninja purely because he's an artist who managed to transcend to American borders. And the Unword did their thing. They were like a little fetish group coming from South Africa doing their thing. And I say fetish not in so much in an offensive way, but they're two people they're two white South Africans with this kind of punk surreal aesthetic that doesn't you know, it speaks for who they are, so shout out to them. But I really feel like if we are to honor somebody, somebody also has to represent on a level where what they do helps expand the rest of what they come from. Ninja has never really claimed his South Africanness. He's never really made it feel present, other than in his kind of weird delivery and in his style. But I really feel like this one is more of a token award of saying you're international, and by virtue of the fact that you've crossed the borders. They might as well have given this to Nasty C since he's been doing his thing overseas. Ninja, I mean, the Unvolt hasn't even really, their international presence hasn't garnered them any significant hype beyond just a couple of singles. They haven't been on any significant platforms, they haven't won any awards, they haven't done anything important enough for us as South Africans to feel honored. To feel honored. So I asked the question to the SAHHAs, how are we as South African hip-hop listeners honored by Ninja's presence in the global scene? Ninja's an individual, he's doing great things for himself and his group, but I feel like from a South African point of view, Ninja doesn't speak for us, Ninja has never claimed to speak for us, Ninja has never even tried to take the arrow and send it back to us. So I feel like this one was just given to him purely because Mhlambe Kufilishi space. I call out the SAHHAs for that. There's a lot of people who could have gotten this award, but not Ninja.
Not Ninja. Ninja, asubniki fit. Asubniki, we're taking that honorary one for
Talk
us.
to me in the comment section if you don't agree with this, but I really...
So yeah. Honorary, Sivilido yayo. Okay, Ninja. Mixtape of the year. Yeah, mixtape of the year. Aries. Tomorrow's Memory, the mixtape. AKA Bhovamania.
Yeah, Bhovamania made some moves.
I don't know why they say AKA, because it's AKA and Landuga. AKA no Costa Ditch.
No, this was before though. This was AKA's thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was AKA's last project, so to speak.
Oh.
Gave us a mixtape.
Okay. And then Upoiti, which is 4436.
Yeah, sure. That was solid.
Maglera.
Yeah.
2-player, the digital score. DJ Switch, no Bravo Leru, the rise of Strato. Shout out to Bravo Leru, representing his Tosa from Cape Town. So I said, okay, but niggas Jong Banos, I really mixed up the year. Tinindo.
Look, I've listened to all of those mixtapes, and anybody who's watched the Headspace knows that we live by 5 principles.
Yeah. The principle, originality.
That's what it is.
Emotional depth.
Okay. Technicality. Okay.
Mass appeal.
Okay.
And obviously consistency.
So I'm really gonna judge these mixtapes based on that. And I feel like out of all of them, look, A-Race has been consistent. However, I'm always gonna kick him in the ass for originality. He doesn't have it, and a whole bunch of other things. But however, originality being the most, he's probably like the A-Race is the hero of our 2000s. He's the guy that got booted out of a huge major label, but found his way in the independent street and has been giving people solid albums. Consistently. AKA a legend of note, somebody who knows and understands South African music. And I feel like Bhovamania is an extension of that. Upoiti, again, as we've been highlighting in previous nominations. Somebody who studied the game, giving us a solid project, Ebonisa Umuntu, who understand that they're going into a territory they need to understand. And then we have Maglera. Lyricism, if this was Lyricist of the Year, Maglera would win this, hands down. Maglera is one of the most promising artists in South Africa right now. Dope writer, dope aesthetic, huge understanding of the game. And then we've got DJ Switch. DJ Switch, one of the OG DJs, somebody who's also been there, knows which artists to pull through to kind of deliver. Indoyena, I feel like I'm gonna have to give this one to AKA. Simply because AKA has an overwhelmingly impressive understanding of South African people. He knows at each point of the way busting down musically and how to cater to that, and he just makes good goddamn songs. You can't deny AKA's ability to as a songwriter.
Yeah.
So mixtape or no mixtape, AKA makes good songs, and there were some good songs on Bhovamania. So I really feel like AKA gotta win it. Because again, solid songwriting, solid appeal to a kind of broad audience. So shout out to Forbes.
Next one, producer of the year. Ugobi Beast.
Oh.
Herc Cut the Lights. I don't know what's the name, Miss Bad. Lunatic Beats. Must Be Dubs. And Zoocci Kokdo.
Ah man.
And I have to be transparent. And that's Kaka. I only know Zoocci Kokdo. So from my side, I'm like from a mass appeal perspective, I would give it to Zoocci Kokdo, but okay, culture.
Beyond the mass appeal perspective, all of these cats have a sound that is like really particular to the new school. And I really feel like Zoocci, it's about time that Zoocci got his credence and his credit.
Yeah.
Zoocci's been putting in a lot of work. Zoocci has been in front and behind the scenes of a lot of pivotal artists. So I think that this definitely has to be his time to be recognized, because if you look at his record, man, Zoocci has given us a lot of hits. So I'm also gonna have to give this one to Zoocci.
Zoocci,
producer of the year.
However,
footnote, the SAHHAs also need to kind of branch their sonic range with this one. There's a lot of producers who've been doing great work that's not trap, that's not new wave, that's not trying to appeal to what's happening right now, but they're still doing creative stuff.
Such as just your one?
No, let's not go into that discussion.
Okay.
We're gonna drag.
Okay.
That needs a whole episode.
Okay. We're gonna breeze through these ones.
Yeah.
Best local brand, BUTAN, YGen, and Uskanda World Clothing.
Yeah.
Personally, I give it to BUTAN because their pieces. Have you seen the pieces?
BUTAN, look, BUTAN, they're still stuck in that kind of signature raw, hardcore street culture.
Okay, maybe I'm fucking wrong.
No.
Okay, yeah.
BUTAN here is the oldest and most legitimate nomination. I feel like the other two, well, maybe White Generation. Youngster and the family have been doing a lot of great work. But in terms of the actual pieces,
and they're actually gonna drop a sneaker, but I'll talk about it one day because I have my own reservation about it. Yeah.
If I am to look at the actual clothing pieces, the aesthetic, the fits, the cuts, BUTAN still takes it. They're the only real legitimate hip hop brand that has been consistently moving and developing and innovating and adapting. So it goes to BUTAN all the way. YGen would have to be second because I'm not discrediting them as a brand. I feel like Skanda World is a bit of a thing that it's merch. I don't feel like Skanda World is a...
They're not focused on a certain aspect of the hip-hop culture. No, they just merch.
I feel like Skanda World extends KO's movement.
Okay, so we give it to BUTAN.